color.
So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my wonderful people filled with greatness. Let's get it. Hope you all enjoyed that. I'm going to be streaming pretty quietly. Hello, Jonathan Fisher. What's up?
Go crazy instead of having to follow this program in unison chorus one more time. Amazing.
I need some virtual claps. We're here at the old Courthouse grand reopening, y'all. If you don't know, I'm a history buff, so thank you all for tuning in.
So many distinguished guests and partners have made this day possible. At this time, we'd like to ask all elected officials in attendance to please rise so that we can recognize you and your service. We thank you.
Hello, Mohammed. Good morning. A grand morning to everyone in chat right now.
Thank you so much for your service, your vision, your commitment, and your belief in the power of place that brought us.
Hello, Gabrielle Garza. A grand morning to you as well.
The history held within these walls. The old courthouse has borne witness to.
Hope everyone's having a swell morning. It's supposed to be raining. I'm in St. Louis. The good old STL.
Whose story continues to
Where's everybody else from?
Us to build a more just
Drop
future.
your location in chat.
To speak more about the significance of this day and the enduring legacy of this landmark, please join me in welcoming someone whose stewardship and passion have helped bring us to this place, this moment, this day, and bring this vision to life. The superintendent of the Gateway National Park, Arch National Park, Mr. Jeremy Sweat.
Oh, okay, Gabriella, Mexico. I know C. I know Donda Esta. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know some Spanish, but not a lot, so don't judge me, y'all. I love learning different languages when I can.
Carol, and thank you all for being here. Good morning.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Wonderful morning this is. It's always an honor to
I know,
incredible
poquito.
park. It's a real
Just a
privilege
little
to be here
bit.
to open this nationally significant building back to the people of St. Louis and to our visitors from around the nation and around the world. Before I get into it too much, where's John Rippey? I know he's out here somewhere. Oh, there he is. All right.
You speak
I'm not gonna pick up
fluent
John too
Spanish?
much, but when I started this job in January,
Just a little bit, Gabriella, just a
John,
little
our
bit.
construction director, came into my office.
I wanted to take Spanish in high school, but you know how that goes. They only gave us a little bit of knowledge on that.
The old courthouse. You need to familiarize yourself with it. So I enroll it. It had hundreds of pages of mechanical drawings, schematics, diagrams.
And I definitely apologize.
It made any sense to me.
Me leaving out the house with my low battery power.
After haggling and negotiating for several more months over the final details of that bundle of papers, we went out for a bid on construction in April of 2022. We didn't get a single bid from any company across the entire nation. So you have to think back to that time, late COVID, inflation was on the rise, supply chains were unpredictable, the labor market was a mess. And so we learned some lessons. We went back, we thought about the project, made some changes. We went back out in July, and that time we got a solid bid from a very reputable local company, Tarleton, who I'm proud is here with us today. Then we also got another big dose of reality because prices had gone up, project costs had changed, and we as a team had to go back and figure out how to keep this project successful. So I had to go back to Congress to get permission to reallocate funding, to borrow against our future fee revenue. And we, our Park Foundation, applied for and received a $2.6 million grant from the state, in addition to the $6 million they'd already given us for construction and for the new exhibits. I mentioned this story because at every point in this process, this project might have failed or it might have changed in a way that made it completely different from what you're going to see today. If not for project managers and contracting staff at the Park Service's Gifford Service Center, if not for support from our regional Washington office, my team here at the park, the power of our public-private partnership with the Gateway Arch Park Foundation, Trivers, Bird River Associates, and so many more that I can't possibly name. This project may not have happened, but this project is too big to fail. It's too big to fail for the people of St. Louis, too big to fail for America. This building is a symbol of our nation's long struggle for freedom, equality, and liberty. But this project at this moment is also a symbol of hope here in downtown St. Louis, as our community all around us works to build a brighter future for the city we all love. We are proud to be here at the heart of that vision. So the building was included as a national park in 1935 because it was the site of the first two Dred Scott trials. We have the honor of being joined here today by the great-great-granddaughter of Dred Scott, Connie Jackson. The National Park Service cares for some of the most inspiring places in our nation. It's the inspiration you feel when you look out over the Grand Canyon for the first time. It's the inspiration you feel when you stand in Frederick Douglass's study in his house in Washington, D.C. And it's the inspiration we all know from seeing first-time visitors when they look up and see the Gateway Arch. The National Park Service are the keepers of the places and memories that make our nation great, such as Independence Hall, signed the Declaration of Independence almost 250 years ago. Or the defense of Baltimore in the War of 1812, which is protected by Fort McHenry National Monument, where Francis Scott Key penned the words to our national anthem. We are also the keepers of our nation's sites of conscience, places where we fell short of the promise of liberty and justice for all. Places like Amachi or Minidoka, where hundreds of American citizens of Japanese descent were incarcerated during World War II, while having been charged with no crime. We tell stories of some of the darkest and most shameful chapters in our nation's history, in places like Sand Creek Massacre, or at the Emmett Till and Mamie Till Mobley National Monument. Here at the old courthouse, we are one of those very complicated symbols, right? The old courthouse is a symbol of injustice. It's also a symbol of enslaved people and families were sold on the steps, right where I'm standing now. This is a building where people repeatedly denied freedoms through our legal system. The Dred and Harriet Scott trial, which ended in the Supreme Court decision that no black people, whether free or enslaved, were protected by the Constitution, to the Virginia minor trial, which started during the old courthouse, ended in an 1873 Supreme Court decision denying women the right to vote. But it's also a symbol of hope because it reminds us of how far we've come as a nation, chanting freedom, liberty, and equality. And that story of freedom did not end in the 19th century or the 20th century. Next week, on May 9th, we'll be holding the first naturalization ceremony in the courthouse in over 5 years, where we welcome new citizens to our nation. And in doing so, providing them with that promise of freedom and liberty. So in ending, as a nation, we must remain forever committed to our highest ideals and our highest aspirations. I will paraphrase Dr. Martin Luther King by saying that this building behind me stands as a physical testament that while the arc of the moral universe is long, it bends towards justice. And the journey to justice is what we are here to celebrate today. So thank you all for being here to help celebrate the reopening of this building as a modern, accessible facility where visitors from around the country and around the world can come and be reminded of the importance of liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much.
And thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna take a slight 2-minute break. I put 5 fingers up, but you know I'm holding my other camera in my other hand. So I'll be back as soon as the ribbon cutting takes place, and you get to see a little bit of the inside of the old courthouse. So stay tuned in. I'll be back in about 10 more minutes. Bye.
So good to see you. So good to see you.
I don't know how to end this
It
thing.
is so exciting right now to
Hold
hear
on.
from our speaker.
Y'all get to see the little blooper of a bleeper. A bleeper blooper. Okay, I think I just do this. Okay.
This, again, is not just a building. It is a treasured landmark, a space of justice, of memory, and of progress. In just a moment, we will officially mark the occasion with the ribbon cutting ceremony. And at this time, we kindly ask our designated ribbon cutters, those who have been invited to join us on stage for this moment, if you could please make your way forward right now. And to everyone else, you've been snapping your photos and filming videos. We invite you to remain where you are and enjoy the moment with us. We have so many professional photographers on scene capturing it all. There will be plenty of photo opportunities shortly thereafter. I'm the swipe it, crop it, post it as my own. How many do? So you'll be able to do that. Find the photos on the Old Courthouse Facebook page, swipe, crop, post, like you are here, right? Like you took the photo, so be prepared to do that. We thank you all for your understanding. And now let's get ready to cut the ribbon and open the doors to a bright new chapter for the old courthouse. Show. We cut this ribbon on May 3rd, and I was in a turtleneck and you had gloves. A cold day in downtown St. Louis, but a beautiful day indeed. Here's each chest out. If you want to focus this way in your seat. So much. unforgettable celebration, we invite you to explore the newly renovated space, the exhibits, the restored spaces inside the old courthouse.
Hi,
Use
Bree
the
Sanchez.
elevator. I mean, when I saw that, when they told me that, I said, oh, thank you.
Grand morning to you.
Use the elevator indeed.
We're here
The
finally about
Foundations
to
of
see
Journeys to
what it
Justice
looks like on the
Festival in
inside of the
Plaza
old courthouse.
is
It's
about
been
to
closed for
begin.
5
That
whole
is why
years.
Jennifer Lewis
So
is
I'm really
here.
excited about that
She's
finally.
going to speak.
You're gonna walk
So
in a
if you
little
can
bit
stick
with me.
around,
I'll show a little
hold
bit
off the
of
rain,
the old courthouse,
join
but you
her
guys need
and
to come to
others
St.
in
Louis.
King Plaza
Come
for a
visit
great
your girl,
conversation.
and
May
we can
this
explore the
space
city
continue
together.
to educate, to inspire us all,
Hi,
and to
Dream
elevate us
Island.
as we walk through its doors. As we prepare
I know,
to enter the
Robert.
restored old
I'm really
courthouse, we
excited.
do
I've been
so
excited
with music in our
since
hearts and gratitude
they
for
first
each
closed it and
other.
they were renovating it. I didn't
Please
think it was
welcome
going to
once
take
more the
5 whole
Unison
years,
Chorus
but here we
for
are.
closing performance as the doors
This is
officially
history in the
open.
making, y'all. This
Enjoy
old
the rest of
courthouse
your
has
day,
been in
and
St. Louis
welcome
history
back to the old
for
courthouse.
centuries. Hey, your girl grooving now. Looks like we can start walking on up. Centuries, yes, Dream Ireland. This is the old courthouse that determined that people like Ma, us melanated people, did not have the right to sue for our freedom. This is also the house designer, a white suffragist woman, also sued for her right to vote and was denied. So this is where we are. I'm not sure how the heck we get up here. I guess we go around. I don't know. Hi, Angel Rose. Grand morning to you. Oh, I guess we line up right here. Hi. Are you really an orphan with a gun? Why do you have a gun if you were orphaned? You gotta protect yourself?
And ladies and gentlemen, as the official photographers end their work right here, you can walk right up the central steps. Do be careful.
Grand morning to each and every one of you.
On the side, that'll get you in.
Yes, Dream Island, it's a new day. You all will be the first to see it with me. I'm a history buff, so I am going into the old courthouse.
Again, use the ramp on my right, your left.
Oh, Sigma. Is that a fraternity? Sigma, Delta, Gamma? Am I wrong? Let me know. What is Sigma? Maybe I know. It's brain rot. All right. And it's raining, but it's okay. We got the little pond over here. That's Thank you, Dream Island. Positivity, that's all I do. Is spread positivity. We get the commemorative coins, so the first 1,000 people get a little coin. This is history in the making. I'm gonna show it to you all. Oh, thank you. Here it is, y'all. Commemorative coin. I hope you like it. I like it. What do you guys think? National Park Service, Gateway Arch Park Foundation. I'm going to do a back for how cool this is. How cool this outside. Yeah, do that, orphan, with the gun. I'm gonna call you OG. So, we're walking up the ramp. You get the arch in the background. I got two. My partner is here with me, so we're going to keep one, and one will be possibly donated in the future to like a history museum, something that collects historical artifacts like that. Thank you, OG. I appreciate it. You guys are more than welcome to cut me up. Well, not cut me up. Cut this video up. Do a remix. Do a short. That's what I mean. I want to be all in one piece. Wonderful downtown STL. Oh, it's the same coin. Thank you, OG. You know I appreciate each and every one of you for just tuning in here with me. We're close. I'm not going to show you all of the old courthouse, just so you know. You need to come bring your faces down to good old St. Louis, Missouri. How many? Absolutely. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can go ahead. We already got some.
Oh, on the other side too, they're giving out frisbees and bubbles. And
Can we have an extra one? Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, you're good.
the other side.
You got the trumpet players.
Wonderful.
Is that a trumpet? Tuba. I'm not musically inclined, y'all. We're almost there. Right when I finally made it inside, my live stream unfortunately cut off, so let me take you the rest of the way. The day of the reopening was full, crowds, voices, history in motion, but I wanted to come back when the noise faded and the space could speak for itself. Look up. This is where the weight of justice meets the illusion of grace. This ceiling wasn't built for me, but I'm standing under it anyway. It was meant to impress, to distract, to shine so bright you forget who was silenced beneath it. They built this dome high to feel powerful. Power doesn't sit in the architecture. It walks in with me. These walls watched people beg for freedom. Now they watch me tell the story on my terms. No chains, just truth. Before the courtrooms, before the verdicts, there were pathways marked by calloused hands, worn feet, and the river's hum. Life in St. Louis wasn't just survival for us. It was resilience, resistance, and rhythm. They built this city's bones while fighting to claim their own. Dred and Harriet Scott didn't move across the map. They moved history. They walked with hope through hostile land, and each dot on the wall marks where they lived and where they dreamed of being free. The words carved into this country's constitution came late. They were once denied humanity. Now they are eternal witnesses to justice delayed but never denied. So let me take you upstairs. Before the renovations, we could go all the way up to the top where the sky deck view is, right above the circuit court room number 13. You can see that there is a staircase leading up right there. So you're able to go there and take some pictures with a nice sky deck view behind you. And this is one of the courtrooms you can actually go in. You can see the full view of how court may have been in session during the 18th century St. Louis. The other side, they have the bars surrounding it because they want to keep the integrity of the building intact. These walls have witnessed protests, progress, and decisions that shaped lives, mine included. I came to see history, but I found something else too. A reminder of who I've become since I last stood here. We don't always get to return to the places that shaped us, but when we do, it's worth listening closely. Thank you all so much for tuning in to my slice of history. I am a history buff, so living here in St. Louis, there is a rich history, and I just wanted to show my favorite building that I like to visit. Now that it's reopened, I'll be going much more. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe with the little bell jingle so you all stay tuned in, my wonderful people filled with greatness. And as always, much love, much peace, and catch you on the flip side.